If you bleed teal and black, we've got your back. 1010XL 92.5 FM, home of the Jaguars. The station that covers the Jaguars day in and day out. WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. This is 1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Want more Jags? Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. Looking for more in-depth coverage of the Gators? Need your FSU fix? Your favorite team, one specific location.
Now, the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter on 1010XL. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting. Here are your hosts, Ryan the Hacker Green, Leon Searcy, and Coach Gerald Ingram.
A 67-yarder from the right hash. Logan Coco put it down. There's the hold. There's the kick. The 67-yard field goal is good! From 67 yards to end the half. How good is that?
Frank Franchi on the call, Jaguars radio, and with that, a very good Sunday evening to you, Jacksonville. It is the window world of Northeast Florida. Fifth quarter, we are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings, and we are live. Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue is our location, as the Jacksonville Jaguars are your 2025 AFC South champions. They defeat the Tennessee Titans today 41-7. They have won 8 games in a row. They have won 13 games on the season. That is the second most in franchise history, only one shy of the 1999 mark of that 14-2 team back during the 1999 season. As I welcome in the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy, fresh out of the stadium where he gave the opening Duval earlier today. Leon, your thoughts on seeing your former team obliterate their rival and win a division championship?
The champ is here. I said the champ is here. Hey, how about that, baby? AFC South Division champs, bro. I always say, if you want to get to the playoffs, first and foremost, you got to win your division. Got to win the division. And who better to have in the house and just destroy on your home field than the hated Titans? I mean, they obliterated them. They had I can't say absolutely no chance, because the first series scared me to death, Coach. Absolutely scared me to death. You're talking about a sack. You're talking about a hold and a procedure. I mean, it looked like they were sleepwalking in the first series, but after that they started motoring. They started moving. They started going up and down the field. Trevor was outstanding, going over 4,000 yards. He had 38 touchdowns total as far as passing and running.
Broke Blake Bortles' franchise record.
I mean, they were efficient. They only had 2 penalties. They got it done up front. Still like to see them run the ball a little better. But the short passing game was the substitute for their inability to run the ball. But, yeah, I loved it, Hack. They walked me to death at doing the Duval. I mean, I had no cart, nothing, bro. I had to go home and soak my feet afterwards, bro. I swear to God. But I had a great time. The fans were enthusiastic, man. The atmosphere was electric. I loved being there today.
Let me welcome in the coach, Gerald Ingram, 18 years as a running backs coach in the National Football League. A couple of Super Bowl rings on your finger. 8 in a row, 13-4 on the year, division champions. What a first year for Jaguar head coach Liam Cohen.
What a phenomenal year, great day in Jacksonville. Everybody's excited. This is what we live for. You know, Leon and I have been there before, and, you know, this is what we work hard for, we train hard for, we walk around like, you know, act like champions to be a champion. You know, this is a championship town, so, you know, it's going to be awesome to see everybody come out. It was great to see everybody come out today, you know, and next week's going to be even better. I mean, we're putting Jacksonville further and further on the map, as high as it can go. And, you know, like we've been saying, why not us? Mm-hmm. You know, we played a great football game today. We won the games we were supposed to win. You know, another mark in winning this game. You know, like Leon said, a little slow start, but we got where we needed to be. And, you know, thank God, you know, Trevor is really come on with so much confidence, and dispersing the ball all over the field. And the tight ends coming through, Strange coming through, having a great day. I think every one of them touched the ball.
Yeah.
Even D. Brown came back to catch the ball.
Yeah, I saw that. They had 11 guys this year that had touchdown catches. 11 guys, which is a crazy number to think about. Leon, you spoke to the crowd. You were down there doing the opening Duval. All week we had talked about this is what Jaguar fans have asked for, a competitive product, meaningful playoff games in late December and January. The organization provided that. I thought the crowd today was fantastic, and I cannot imagine what it will be next week when likely Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills roll in here for Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah, well, listen, the crowd was phenomenal, bro. Absolutely phenomenal. I was there for the Duval. Had a great time doing that. They packed the house. They showed up and showed out, and that's what we got to do. And for so long, over the last couple of years, I used to feel for this town. I used to feel for the fans because they're so loyal, and they never brought a good product on the field. Now you got a great product on the field. Yes. You got a 13-4 team that's got either going to be a number 2 or 3 seed, is going to host the playoff game here in Duval, and we're going to need the crowd noise. I mean, absolutely. And the playoffs, Coach, you can tell them best. When you're in the playoffs and you're at home and the team comes in there and they can't hear and they can't adjust on the fly because of the crowd noise, it's a competitive advantage for you as a team.
Yes, it is, because that 12th man that's out there in Duval is going to be loud and roaring. It makes a huge, especially when they're stamping their feet and everything is vibrating and all that. That's what you live for. The players thrive off of it, and the opponents hate it. So you got to make it uncomfortable for them and comfortable for us. And it doesn't get any better than that. We've waited long enough for this, and hopefully we don't let this slip away. But this is our moment. Let's let it be the moment. And everybody's got to, ratchet it up. The coaches ratchet up, the players ratchet up. I remember those days where I don't even know if I ever went home. I think I might have stayed in the office for 2 days. And you're spending, instead of 18 hours a day, you're spending down there 20, 22 hours a day trying to make sure the game plan is right.
Coach, I always say this, that playoffs are what legends are made of, okay? Jimmy Smith became Jay Smooth in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mark Brunell came Brew in the playoffs.
Yes.
Boselli came Big Bo in the playoffs. Keenan McCardell became K-Mac in the playoffs. Though your name, your reputation in this city is made in the playoffs. How you represent your team in the playoffs and perform is what made those guys the legends that they are today.
Yes. Phone lines are open, 904-641-1010, 904-641-1010. If you want to get involved in the fifth quarter, you are more than welcome to do so. Again, we are live, Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue. Fellas, when I was walking in earlier today, we did the very first fifth quarter of the season here. We were here, I believe, September 7th after the Carolina Panther game. If I would have told you then, September 7th, 4 months ago, that we'd be here on January the 4th, 13-4, and AFC South Division champions, what would you have said to me, Leon?
I would have asked you, were you drinking before the show? Did you light up one before you came here?
Now, look, that whenever Carolina was nice, but even at 1-0, no one saw this.
But think about this, though. Carolina and us are in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We were saying before the game, we were talking about this on the air, Coach, before the game. We said, if they lose to Carolina, that'll be a bad look for this new regime.
That's true, because Carolina did not look good.
Exactly. So, and you got both the teams in the playoffs right now,
both division champions.
That's amazing to me right now.
It's a full circle moment, obviously, because, again, we start our season here on Hendricks at Hurricane. We end the season here, the regular season. We will be here with you for the fifth quarter for the playoffs. All right, let's not bury the lead. Every week here on the fifth quarter, RJ, we do an offensive player of the game. That offensive player of the game is brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. And let's do it right now. The Universal Roof and Contracting offensive player of the game.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the offensive player of the game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Look, it could have been a lot of guys. It could have been a lot of guys today, but at the end of the day, when your quarterback is 22 of 30 for 255 yards, 3 touchdown passes, breaking the all-time franchise record for most touchdowns, rushing and passing, topping Blake Bortles' record. The boat got topped today on that list as Trevor Lawrence has accounted now for 38 touchdowns this season. What a performance. Coach Gerald Ingram, your thoughts on the way 16 played today?
Oh, he's playing, he's playing lights out right now. He's playing the confidence that we need going into the playoffs. The players are feeding off of him. They're making extra yards after catch. The combination of the threat of the run and the pass game, he's spot on where he needs to be. And you have to look at the great game planning that they're doing. Doing a heck of a job of putting the players in the right situation to make the plays that they need to be. And to be honest, you can't say enough about the offensive line. No matter what, they're giving him, when they give him the time, he's able to do, and build and grow, and they've done. Because when you look at the line, they're the heartbeat. They are the heart. I don't care what team it is. They are the heartbeat. Your quarterback, who where the blood feeds to him, he can't produce without the offensive line. A running back not having holes, in clear view, he can't show his skills without the offensive line. So you can't say enough about what those guys have continued to do so those guys can be who they are. And then to talk about the defense, and they're flying around. The secondary's flying around. They've all gotten into bull rushing now. Nobody's on the edge. That they're closing the pocket. And the secondary doesn't have to hold on to, the coverage as long. So if we continue to do that, better each week through the playoff, one-game elimination, play a little harder, a little faster, a little better than we have, you never know how we'll end up.
Leon, it was interesting too, man, because, look, the game started out pretty rough. I mean, Jeffrey Simmons, the opening play of the game, gets a sack. There's a holding penalty. The Jaguars lost like 18 yards on their opening drive. They punt. Tennessee gets the ball. They march it down and score. Obviously, Cam Ward did get hurt on that play, which is unfortunate. But Tennessee's up 7-0, and you're sitting here thinking, oh, boy, what's going on? What did we say all week? Take their will away from them. Don't let them in the game early. Well, it was the exact opposite of that. They're feeling pretty good about things. They are an NFL football team, and to outscore them 41-0 after that 7-0 deficit, just speak to what that says about this Jaguar football team.
It was good to see because, like I said, the first series was a travesty, to be quite honest with you, and I wasn't worried at all, which is crazy. I wasn't concerned. I just knew that this team has shown me in the past they know how to regain their composure, and that's what you do. When situations like that fall apart, with a sack, and a hold, and an illegal procedure, and instead of going forward, you're going backwards. You go to the sideline. There's no panic. You say, okay, fellas, all right, they're up 7-0. This team is not better than us. Let's go out there and prove it. Let's execute at a high level, eliminate the mistakes. Let's pick up on the pressures, keep everybody, let's keep Trevor clean, and let's go down this field and score a touchdown. Yeah. That's what I like to see.
They took a breath. I kind of was like you, Leon, because I thought it was going to, all of a sudden, it's going to be like the Colts against Houston today.
Yeah.
When that happened, I said, oh, here we go. All right, this makes their whole season. If they can upset us at home, I didn't expect them to go all the way down and score. I definitely didn't expect that, but it didn't. That just talks about the resilience and how much they listened to this head coach on getting it back. They took a breath and said, wait a minute. That's not who we are. Let's get back to who we are. And they did what they had to do.
904-641-1010. If you want to get involved, 904-641-1010. We will hit the phone lines in just a moment. We will keep you updated. So here's as simple as I can explain it. The way the scoreboard looks right now, the Jaguars are the 3 seed. They're playing Buffalo next week. We don't know when. The NFL will announce that later tonight. New England is up by a touchdown on Miami. 17-10, early stages, third quarter. Dolphins have the ball around the Patriot 45. If New England loses, Jacksonville would elevate to the 2 seed. If New England and Denver lose, Denver's up a touchdown at half against a Justin Herbert-less Charger team. Jacksonville would elevate to the 1. I have the vibe that they're going to end up getting the 3 seed, although the Dolphins are playing the Patriots tough. We'll see what happens here. But we will keep you updated on both the Dolphin game and the Bronco-Charger game. Again, the Patriots up by a touchdown, the Broncos up by a touchdown. As it stands right now, the Jaguars would be the 3 seed next week on Wild Card Weekend. Let's get to the phone lines. A lot of people anxious to talk to the coach, the Pro Bowler, and I guess myself. Let's go down to Orlando. Let's get Michael in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Michael, go ahead.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing today, man?
Wonderful, buddy. How are you?
Doing great. Just wanted to reach out on my drive back to Orlando. I drive down 2 hours for every home game and been a season ticket holder for 10 years. And I can see the difference in the team. To be honest with you, there's nobody that can match up with us. The players that we have, the system that we're running, and the tenacity that the players are playing with, honestly, there's no team that can match up with the Jaguars right now. So Mike and April here just want to say, Duval.
Michael, appreciate it, man. A lot of confidence, Coach. And look, why not? Yeah, you've said it for the last couple of weeks. Why not us? Why not the Jacksonville Jaguars as the playoffs begin next week?
Well, the key thing in the playoffs is it's not so much winning the game, it's making sure you do what you have to do to win the game, and that's just be yourself, because you lose games hurting yourself more than you do beating other people. So if we can continue to make sure that we get the turnovers like we did today and continue to do those things and not give up turnovers, change the momentum of the game, why not us? We're as good as anybody out there any given Sunday, but especially this time of year, we probably are. Our quarterbacks hit it at the right time. You couldn't ask for anything better. But the thing you like about our season, every task that has been thrown at this team, they've had to overcome. Playing on the road, playing a big game, going to Denver, doing whatever they had to do. There are 2 games they would love to have back. Now it's time to get it back.
Leon, let me tell you my early thoughts, and we'll do a lot more of this in the 7 o'clock hour when we have clarity. If it is Buffalo next week, I almost think that's a blessing in disguise, because nationally, what will the narrative be? Josh Allen, this is his time. No Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow. I bet the Jags might even be a home dog to Buffalo on Wild Card Weekend, or it'll be a pick 'em or somewhere along those lines. Nationally, everybody will be talking about Buffalo and Bills Mafia, and this is their time, and this, that, and the other. And you want to talk about fitting like a glove into the narrative that Liam Cohen is putting in that locker room about lack of respect and this, that, and the other. There's a part of me that almost thinks if it's Buffalo, that potentially is a blessing in disguise.
Bro, that's exactly what's going to happen if we got Buffalo. The narrative is going to be Josh Allen. Like you just said, no Burrow, no Mahomes. This has got to be his time. We will be. I guarantee you we'll probably be a 2.5-point dog with a home game.
At home.
At home,
right.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I hope it is Buffalo, because what that's going to do is that's going to ignite the narrative in that locker room, in that meeting room, when you're in the weight room, when you're in all that kind of stuff. So I hope that it is, because this team seems to play better when they're pissed off.
That's right, as the coach even said. Speaking of Buffalo, could be a very interesting week for our guy Junior up in Buffalo. He's with us here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Junior, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I see you guys on YouTube, and I'm so jealous. You guys look fantastic on that balcony right there. I wish I was with you guys.
Junior, you're the man.
Hey. And Mr. Sushi, I want to say congratulations, because your alma mater took it to Ohio State on New Year's Eve, so congratulations to you, my man.
Appreciate it.
And they're already talking. I already been hearing it yesterday about Bills. Oh, we're going to beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville. We can't wait. We can't wait. I really don't want to hear it right now, but it's pumping me up. I am pumped up. If it's going to be the Bills, let them come down to Duval County and get a butt whipping like the Tennessee Titans just did. The Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans like they owe them money. That's what they got to do to everybody else in the league when they're facing the Jaguars. Beat them like they owe them money. And I'm very proud of this team. It's getting me pumped up till the early 90s when my man Larry Arthur was putting the helmet and shorter pants on. Duval County, come on. Let's get those tickets. If I was there, I would be down with you. Buy all the tickets so there's no mafia in that stadium. Let's go Duval. Come on, guys.
Junior's fired up, man. It's a big week for Junior up there in Buffalo. Leon, what is there to be said, too, about beating up on the Titans? As we know very well, you hate the Titans. And let's not lose fact of the point today, 41-7 to send them into an offseason of uncertainty. That's got to feel great for Jaguar fans.
You know what? They say that there's no merit in beating a man when he's down. I totally disagree when it comes to the Titans. They are down and we beat them. I love it. Absolutely love it. You know what that franchise did to us. Nobody has to really, the history's there.
And what they said after they beat us.
And after the disrespect, the disregard, So, I mean, anytime we get an opportunity, especially with the way the Jaguars are playing, if you can beat a Titans team when they're down, when they're up, whenever, it's always a positive. And that's the way I look at it.
No doubt about it. And you want to talk about a team, guys, that's close, a team that the camaraderie, and obviously, I mean, any team that wins 8 in a row and is 13-4 on the year, you figure they're close. You guys, I'm going to assume, haven't been on social media. Leon, you might have seen this. I imagine the coach probably hadn't. Did you see the Jaguar locker room after the game?
I did.
Did you see the video of Trevor Lawrence?
With the teeth?
With the teeth.
The grills?
So the meme that's going around is Trevor with the grill.
The grills.
So Jarian Jones, during the celebration, stopped everybody mid-celebration and said, Trevor, we appreciate everything you're doing for us, this, that, and the other. Here's a gift for us to you. And they handed him the grill. And Trevor put the grill in, and the place went nuts. I mean, you want to talk about a team that is together right now, man.
You know what that means when they give him the grill, right? He's got street cred.
He's got street
cred. That's what it means, bro. I'm telling you.
How about that?
Absolutely. I loved it, man. You know what? I love this. Listen, winning is fun, okay? Yes. Coach, tell them. When when you're winning, you're having success, you want to get to work on time.
Yes, you do.
You want to get there early. You want to get in that extra rep, that extra set. You want to watch that extra film because you think that whatever you do extra is going to help you win the next week in the playoffs.
Definitely.
Because they're having fun. This team is enjoying each other's company, all right? And when you're enjoying each other's company and they're enjoying each other's success, I mean, they're taking a lot of pride in seeing guys like Trevor and all the other guys have success.
I mean, this time of year, the season is ended for the Tennessee Titans. But no one in the NFL wants their season to end, no matter when it ends. And this is what we play for, but you want the season to end when it's supposed to end. And that's the final journey right now. And you get so excited. Plus, this is your last shot. It's a single game elimination. I mean, you're watching, the fans don't understand from the standpoint that these players will look at 17 games before they play this game. And it might be a Saturday game. Who knows in our situation.
I think the way that it's been explained to me, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, if that's the way it goes down, the two most likely scenarios are Saturday primetime or Sunday 1 o'clock. Those are the two most likely. We'll find out later tonight.
I remember being in the Super Bowl, and when you play against a guy like Belichick, you want to make sure you never left a stone unturned because he's going to try and outcoach you, and you have to outcoach him. But you don't want your players not to know something came up that they ran the first game of the year. And what did he do? He did it. He did 3 plays in the Super Bowl that was early in the season. I mean, you want to make sure you give as a coach, you break everything down because the players don't have time for all of that. So you make your cut-ups to win. Okay? So they can digest what's important. They don't have time to look at everything. But if you digest what's important to them, to know, what exactly that guy does, individually, team, concept, whatever. So he's ready to play the game because they get paid too. All right? And it's not what you prepared, it's what you're ready to adjust to when you see it. And if you've seen the whole season, and you're ready to respond, you're not caught with your pants down.
Let's quickly get one more in on this side. Let's go to the state of Alabama, get Jonathan in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Jonathan, go ahead.
Duval!
Jonathan, you're fired up, man. What's happening?
We are the champions of the AFC South. Trevor looked awesome today. The defense played well, got some stops, and even got another takeaway. Cam Little, a long field goal. That was very impressive. And I'm looking forward to next week and whoever we play and them getting their butts spanked. Ta-ta, Titans. Go home and work on the off season.
Jonathan, thank you for the phone call. That's right. Tennessee's off season is underway. Jacksonville will keep going as they will play next week, probably against Buffalo. Miami had it in the Patriot red zone, and, of course, Quinn Ewers threw a pick. Patriots 17, Dolphins 10. Patriots loss would move the Jaguars up. I haven't gotten an update on Chargers Broncos. Let me look here. It's still 10-3 Broncos over the Chargers beginning of the second half. So either the Patriots or the Broncos lose, the Jaguars would move up to either the 2 or the 1. If both win, the Jaguars are the 3, likely meaning Buffalo comes here in what might be the marquee game of Wild Card Weekend. You get Bills, Jags, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. Whew, that would be something at Everbank Stadium next week. With Leon Searcy and Gerald Ingram, I'm the hacker Ryan Green. This is the Window World of Northeast Florida. Fifth quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Speaking of Hurricane Grill and Wings, we are live. Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue. Come on out and join us and celebrate an AFC South championship. Delicious food, friendly staff. You know where Hurricanes is, right in the heart of San Marco. We'd love to see you. We're here till 8 o'clock. If you're on the line, we will get to you. 904-641-1010 is the phone number as we roll on a Sunday evening here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
This is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Yo, you already know it's your main man E.T. And no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails, served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. Rounded out with adventurous drink menus, second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Check them out now on Atlantic and Kernan. Twin Peaks, eat, drink, scenic views. Come on, somebody.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I've got a challenge for you. Go stand next to your window. You feel a cool draft? Well, then you need Pella. The experts at Pella Windows and Doors can easily fix that with energy-efficient windows to keep the drafty air out and save you money every month. And how does 0% interest for 60 months sound? Go to PellaJacks.com and schedule a free home energy checkup. That's PellaJacks.com or visit the showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows and tell them you heard about Mike's challenge on 1010XL.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting!
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Franchi Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy one, get one, 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's Bull Time, Jacksonville. PBR Bucks into Five-Star Memorial Arena February 20th and 21st. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Allen drops the throw. Checks it down, almost picked off. It is intercepted. The Jags running it back. There's Antonio Johnson, 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Antonio Johnson with a pick six. The Jags have extended the lead. How good is that?
Frank Frangie, Jaguars Radio. Antonio Johnson, his fifth interception of the year. This one for a pick six. It is the window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you a defensive player of the game. That defensive player of the game is brought to you by our friends with Superior Fence and Rail. Let's do it right now. The Superior Fence and Rail defensive player of the game.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Antonio Johnson is this week's Defensive Player of the Game. Not only the pick six, but Antonio Johnson also had a really nice stat line. 3 tackles, including the 1 pass defense and the touchdown. It's becoming a festive atmosphere out here at Hurricane Grill and Wings. People are fired up about a division championship. Leon, your thoughts on Antonio Johnson, not only the pick six, but the great year he has put forth?
Well, I like, you can hear the fans, are they excited? Yeah, absolutely.
All in. Hey, with good reason.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Listen, the back end of the defense has been playing well. I mean, they've been covering well. They've been batting balls down, defending. And then they've got the confidence enough that when they're in the game, they're jumping some routes. I think that pass by Allen was just an overthrow. It was a terrible throw.
Terrible throw.
So, but we took advantage of it. I mean, once again, this defense, finds a way to get a turnover. And that's going to be big going into the playoffs. If you can get you a strip sack, you can get you a pick six and anything like that, that's momentum. You could flip the whole script of the game with a turnover. So that's what this team did. They did so well all season long, but it was good to see them do it today against the Titans.
And, Coach, look, there was some question. There will be some question moving forward about the secondary. Obviously, you haven't had Travis Hunter for 2 months, no Jordan Lewis, and you're going to be tested. There's no doubt about that, whether it's Monteric Brown, Jarian Jones, Antonio Johnson, Greg Newsome. Those guys are going to have to step up, and you continue to see those guys step up here as the weeks go by.
Well, I think Campanelli's done a great job of coaching the defense up. And they look like a well-prepared defense. Players just flying around. They're in position to be in position. I think the difference is going to come down to offensively and defensively, the guys up front.
Yeah.
And because I think the pressure is going to have to come on, the blitz pressure, whatever pressure we need to put on, and us protecting the quarterback to give him the time that he needs. We have enough weapons to be extremely effective, but on defense we have to make sure that we're you know, that we disguise certain things and we attack when we need to attack. And it's just going to be a great, you know, Super Bowl game plan each week.
904-641-1010 is the phone number if you want to get involved. Again, the most likely scenario right now is Jacksonville, Buffalo. We're beginning to get a little bit of clarity. Broncos 13-3 over the Chargers. Patriots 24-10 over the Dolphins, as expected. Chargers aren't playing Herbert. Dolphins are just terrible. So it looks like it will be Denver and New England both winning, which would mean Jacksonville is the 3 seed, which would likely mean Josh Allen and the Bills Mafia here next week. We will get a time and a day later on here on the a lot of Bills fans out here too. It's already started. It's already started between the Bills and the Jaguars. Back to the phone lines we go. Let's go to David here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. David, go ahead.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. Fantastic game. Leon, I'm the guy that wanted a picture with you, and I said, go Gators.
Oh, that's you, huh?
Yeah. But anyway,
it's all good.
Hey, I got a question for Leon, because I'm sure he would probably be the only one to know the answer. I tell you what really is not really bothering me, but I hope they take care of it. Is I noticed, like, you know, a lot of guys getting in fisticuffs and things like this nature, and I want to know, Leon, does the coaches bring you guys aside and say, listen, we can't do anything to get ourselves suspended or thrown out of these games so that you'll be available for the following game? I mean, I'm real afraid of that, because I know the Bills are a team that will bait you into getting you thrown out of the game. So I'd like your comment on that. I appreciate it, Leon.
Leon, what about postseason football? You see more of that?
Well, listen, you see that from teams that know they're going home. You saw that today with the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. I mean, they were agitated. They were agitating a lot of the players on the team. Well, you know, hits, late hits, hands in face, talking trash, smack talking, whatever it may be, whatever. You got too much to lose. All right, they're going home. They're making plans, travel plans with them and their families. We got things to do, and the last thing you want to do is get yourself in a situation where you get into a fight, you get thrown out, and next thing you know, you can't play the game next week.
And it was good to see Trevor was out there trying to handle some of that. There was good leadership by him. I saw some offensive linemen on the sideline trying to make sure, instead of trying to be involved in the fight, they were trying to separate the fight so it didn't escalate. So you can tell that that's probably been addressed.
Mm-hmm. Coach, take us inside the coaching room here. Are you celebrating tonight, or are you getting ready for Buffalo already by night's end?
Well, to be honest, from a coach's standpoint, we were preparing a week ago.
Wow.
If you were with Tom Coughlin, it might have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you got 17 games. You got to break all those games down. So, you know, you have to every little minute you got to try and figure out who you're going to play against. I mean, we used to break almost 5 different teams down whenever we had free time, because, you know, it just goes by so fast, and you want to collect all that data, you know, so you can give to your players. But they're definitely celebrating for a minute, and they can't wait to get into the meeting room tomorrow. And the head coach, he might just stay there, to be honest, because he has so much to handle, you know, and it's probably going to be a short week.
It could be a short week. It could be a Saturday game.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Again, the NFL will announce that during Sunday Night Football this evening. To Jacksonville Beach we go. Let's get Jonathan in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL, live from Hurricanes in San Marco. Jonathan, go ahead.
Guys, these games are priceless. Man, I walked my 7-year-old daughter on my shoulders to the gate. I knew it was going to happen. Shout out to my dad, August Shields. And he gave us the tickets. It was quite a game. I'll tell you, if Buffalo wants to come here, I don't care who comes here, because it doesn't matter what number is on the field. They're all making plays. And we can cut the head off the Dragon real quick. Duval, baby, let's go.
Jonathan, appreciate it. You know, the way you got to look at it is this, too, all right? You're going to have to see these teams eventually. If you think you're the best, and obviously Jaguar fans, the Jaguar organization, they think they're the best right now, well, you have a chance to prove it right out of the gate. by taking on the Buffalo Bills. And a Bills team, by the way, that, yes, they're good, but they are not what they normally are. Josh Allen is Superman, and he's basically had to be Superman in a lot of these games because he doesn't have the supporting cast around him outside of James Cook. What I'm going to be really interested in is the last time Buffalo came here in 2017. We remember that Bills Mafia, man. Those people travel. There's no doubt about that. So that is going to be a dynamic here of how many Buffalo fans are going to get into that game next week.
Well, you know what, Hack, from a player's perspective, at this point in time, we don't care who you are. All right, we're going to take care of us. We don't care who you are. I mean, our focus is what we do well. All right, we're going to study. You know, we're gonna bring the physicality. We're gonna eliminate the penalties. We're gonna run the ball effectively. We're gonna keep both of the lines of scrimmage clean, and we're gonna be the more physical football team. Right? As a football player, I never got into names of teams and who they are. I knew if my game was on point, I don't care who's gonna be across me. They're gonna get dealt with. They're gonna get dealt with. And if you got a collective of 22 players, starters, that think that same way, I don't care if the 85 Bears came in here.
There you go.
Coach, let me ask.
Didn't you used to hate that? When a scout would come in and act like this guy is Superman?
That part.
I hated that.
Yes.
More than anything. I said, you know what? If I ask somebody to run through the wall, better run through the damn wall.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I expect of an NFL player to do on game day. It's either you're the hammer or the nail. But I'm not going to make that guy the hammer before he ever has a chance to hit me.
Exactly.
Coach, let me ask you this. 18 years as a running back coach in the National Football League. The running game has not been great as of late. And in the playoffs, you need to run the ball. They're going to need to run the ball next week against Buffalo. And Buffalo, by the way, has not been good at stopping the run. In fact, they've been bad at times. So if you go by stats, you have to run the ball on these guys because that's where they're susceptible on their defense. What is, I guess, wrong with the running game, and can it be fixed before next week?
Be honest, I don't see anything wrong with it. You're only as good as what you feed. And what we have been feeding is our quarterback. And he's playing lights out, and the pass has been as good as the run. Now, the reason why you run a lot of times is not because you're trying to win the game. It's because you're trying to win the game of time of possession. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to win of the heart of the game, hitting somebody in the mouth. But if you can control the ball and keep the defense off the field, and that's great. But if your pass game is just as sufficient, and that's what it's been every week, you know, I just don't see it as though it's a fault of anything. It's just, you know, from the standpoint of calling plays, Liam has seen that our quarterback wants to be fed. Mm-hmm. And as long as the line is protecting him, he's running the screens. You know, he didn't run for a while there. He wasn't running the screen as much. He feels the screen as good as the run. Mm-hmm. The running back pass game was just as effective, you know, and if it ends up being one of those things where he feels confident enough that the run is going to be it, he's going to feed the run. He's going to do whatever's necessary to win the game. Mm-hmm. But I can't say it's the fault of the run game if you don't run the ball.
And look, I think the Jaguars, we'll see about Cole Van Lanen, all right? Now, Cole Van Lanen was in the postgame locker room talking to the media. He did not go into the blue tent. He did not leave the stadium or go into the locker room during the game. It looked like he banged knees with a linebacker. We'll see what happens there. But I did think the Jaguars dodged some bullets in the injury department. There was a stretch there in like about a quarter of play where Brian Thomas Jr., Brenton Strange, and Parker Washington, you were a little bit concerned. Like, oh, my gosh. BTJ was concussion. They checked him. He got cleared. He went back in. Strange came off the field a little gimpy, I guess. He went back in. Parker was the scary one, yet he went back in pretty soon after that. So you dodged a lot of bullets, Leon. And, again, you think about how things are lining up. Pretty healthy Jaguar team. Again, we'll have to see about Cole Van Lanen. We'll see about McCary, right, and if he can come back. But you got Walker Little. But a relatively healthy team going into next week.
Well, I mean, we didn't have the ability to sit guys because there was too much at stake. You're talking about the division at stake. You're talking about the 3 seed, maybe the 2 or the 1. So we had to play all of our starters. We even had to play starters who just got recently healthy got Tootin back in there playing, got Hainsey back in there at center.
Got Tootin in the end zone.
So we needed those guys. I mean, we didn't have the luxury of sitting guys or whatever, but we were fortunate enough that we came away unscathed because that Parker Washington thing, that was a little bit of troubling because he laid there for a minute before he got up. The big concern, too, on the offensive line is Van Lanning. I've done that before where you bang knees with somebody. It hurts like hell. Let me just tell you that. It hurts like hell. But the key is you got to get the swelling down early. So I'm pretty sure one of the two things they did, they iced them up for sure. They probably got them in the cold tub, told them to take a couple of bags with them, probably take something for the swelling and the for the pain. So it'll be interesting to see by Wednesday what they'll be doing by Wednesday because if they're swelling or not. So I think he's going to be there. I think. Well, they're not telling us anything. Let's just say that.
Here's the thing.
We won't know anything until Friday.
As far as we know, he didn't tear anything.
Yeah, that's the part.
And it's a single-game elimination, and he lived for this day.
Yes.
He's not trying to miss this game.
Right. Exactly.
Right? No matter what.
No matter what.
He will go into that training room, and he'll say, Doc, I have lived for this opportunity all my life. I'm not going to miss out on it.
And congratulations to him on getting a brand-new 3-year contract extension. Yeah. We're here till 8 o'clock. Let's squeeze in Art in Orlando. He's been on hold forever. Art, we appreciate your patience. You're on the 5th quarter. How you doing?
Hey, guys. Hacker, Coach, and Leon Searcy, Mr. Right Tackle himself, congratulations to you guys and all the Jaguar players and fans on an AFC South championship. Today, I wore my 1999, this sweater. I don't even know how old it is. AFC Central, if you remember, when we went 14-2 that season. Leon, you remember that? You remember the loss of the AFC Championship game. I wore this sweatshirt to bury the hatchet. And today, the Jaguars came out and showed, is Trevor Lawrence, is it lucky? No, it's almost automatic at this point. And keeping the young guys healthy. You saw Bashal Tootin coming back today, right? How big was that? So, coming up against the Bills, if I'm not mistaken, the Jaguars match up pretty good against the Bills. Didn't we go and beat them in their house only a couple years ago, like on a fluke? And we beat them, and then we beat them in the playoff game not long ago. So what I'm asking you guys is, against Josh Allen, if we get him back, don't we just be ourselves and just keep playing our same defense and just keep doing the same things we're doing? To me, we're still going to be the better team. What do you guys think about us matching up against the Bills? I think it's go Jags and do the same thing we've been doing.
Art, appreciate it. Thank you for the call. We'll start diving into that matchup because that's what it's going to be. The Patriots are up 3 touchdowns now on the Dolphins. Denver's still up 10 on the Chargers. It does appear Buffalo is coming here, and we will certainly break down that aspect in the 7 o'clock hour. If you're on the line, we will get to you. 904-641-1010, 904-641-1010. It is the Window World of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. We are live at Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marcos, 1615 Hendricks Avenue. We invite you to come on out and celebrate an AFC South championship. We are with you until 8 o'clock, and a great Sunday night game tonight. The AFC North is on the line. Winner is in, loser is out between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. And at some point tonight, the NFL will announce the wild card weekend schedule, and we will find out what day and what time the Bills and the Jaguars will get together on wild card weekend. More to do as we roll on till 8 o'clock. It's the 5th quarter on 1010XL and on 92.5 FM.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in '96? You know who doesn't miss? Coil Fencing. Coil has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida since 1927. Heck, Coil has been installing fences since before Emery Bellard installed the wishbone offense. If you need a new fence, I recommend calling Coil Fence today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. Coil Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, it's Joe C. The chill is in the air and your backyard can still be the heart of the season. Gather your family around a beautiful outdoor fireplace from Isocurrent or Napoleon, expertly installed by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. From elegant stone fireplaces to wood-burning or gas fire pits, CSS creates cozy spaces where memories are made and where every night can feel like a celebration. You dream it, they can build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
CSS.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Renewal by Andersen is bringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
When it comes to my opinion, I love dropping the hammer. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Listen for Hammer Time with Hayes weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Hammer Time with Hayes, driven by Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. Since 1928, the thing that set us apart have been the standards of excellence we set for our diamonds and jewelry. When it comes to diamonds, we have grading standards we've set for our diamonds that are constant and don't move, unless science and gemology dictate a change for the better for the customer. That's what happened in 1995 when the American Gem Society opened a diamond grading laboratory that graded round diamonds for the quality of their cut. So we started sending our diamonds to the laboratory for grading reports. Then again, when optical scientists determined a better way to both cut and grade diamonds based on scientifically proven light performance of the diamond, we adopted these scientifically proven standards for cut grading diamonds because we know at Underwoods it's what a diamond does with light that makes it beautiful. These standards of excellence really mean something. So come see us at Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is family-owned and delivers fast, reliable service. Save thousands by restoring your cast iron pipes instead of replacing them. Visit SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com today.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Bringing you an extra quarter of football.
The window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
A 67-yarder from the right hash. Logan Cook will put it down. There's the hold. There's the kick. The 67-yard field goal is good! From 67 yards to end the half. How good is that?
Frank Frangie, Jaguars Radio. Cam Whittle now with not the first, but the top two longest field goals in NFL history. Of course, he had the 68-yarder against Las Vegas. He now has a 67-yarder, which this is the longest outdoor field goal in the history of the National Football League. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you a special teams player of the game. That special teams player of the game is brought to you by our friends at Superior Plumbing. Let's do it right now. The Superior Plumbing special teams player of the game.
Jacksonville was built on specialists. Now the special teams player of the week, sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipelining.
Leon, at this point, what do you say about Cam Little? He's made 20 kicks in a row. He's got the 2 longest made kicks in the history of the National Football League with a 68-yarder and today's 67-yarder. I mean, he is absolutely incredible.
He's the man. That's why I call him Little Bigfoot. Little Bigfoot, man. I mean, and he's got swag. I mean, he's got so much confidence about himself when he lines up and kicks those balls, man. I mean, we're talking about 67 yards to 68 yards. No pushovers, bro. No pushovers at all. So for him to go in there right before the half and do what he did and flex a little bit, I like that. Absolutely. I like the fact that he flexed. When you know you good and you show you good, I ain't got a problem.
All the guys want to come out and celebrate. He said, hold on one second. This is me right here. This is what I do.
I like
Coach, that was incredible to watch.
It was, but I couldn't believe what they did. I don't know what they were thinking.
Oh, the Titans? Yeah, it was terrible.
That was
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, we used to practice those type of situations, how long you can throw a high, deep ball. And he didn't do any of that, or drop back. Sometimes you drop back until you almost take a safety, but it was unbelievable. But to have a weapon like him is, you couldn't have any better as a first-year coach to have a kicker that can do that. He can make up for a lot of sins that the offense can't do because of his foot.
904-641-1010 if you want to get involved and talk about the AFC South champion, Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go to my neck of the woods, to Mandarin. Let's get Jake in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Jake, go ahead.
Hey, love the show, guys. Appreciate having me on. Thought you guys would find it cool. We tailgated today with a full tenderloin and had filet mignon, mashed potatoes, and sparkling cider. And we weren't celebrating this week. We weren't celebrating the playoffs. We were celebrating that for the first time really in my life, and I've been, going to games since I was young, that we have a competent staff. There's, if we set the same 53 out there next year, I'm totally fine with it. And, just what a season for these guys, and what can we look forward to for the next couple of years. And my only concern is losing Campanelli as I see him in head coaching, stuff. I'm just curious, do you guys think there's a chance that he'll stick around? And I'll take my comments off the air.
Jake, appreciate it. I mean, he's certainly going to get head coaching interviews. Why wouldn't you? Udinski, I've heard Udinski may get head coaching interviews. But I guess my point is it's going to be if they do lose him, and again, that's a conversation for, a couple of weeks down the line probably. But if they do lose one or both coordinators, it'll be up to Liam to find the replacement. I would have all the trust in the world in Liam Cohen to be able to do that. Again, he found Campanile on the Green Bay staff. He got Udinski from O'Connell's staff in Minnesota. And I don't want to lose either guy. I agree. I hope the entire staff comes back. But I would be happy for Camp or Udinski if they were to get a head coaching job. I would also have complete confidence in Liam Cohen to find a replacement.
Yeah, when it comes to Campanile, I mean, this is his first time as a defense coordinator, right? I would think he would want at least another year. I would think. I don't know, Coach. You tell me. I mean, wouldn't he want another notch under his belt before he took the head coaching job?
I think head coaching jobs are hard to come by. There's some years there's more, and there's some years there's less. And you can't count on how things turn out the next year once you start having injuries. And,
yeah, that's true.
You saw how things changed here when you and Tony got hurt.
Yeah.
It really changed things.
Got to strike while the iron's hot.
That's it. And, and it's another thing that Liam's got to learn how to do is to hire new people because everybody goes through it in the NFL. Tom has had to rehire people many times. It's just it comes with it, but the type of person we've seen, he does his due diligence and having somebody in office like Tony Baselli and, because those other people, it's not like in the past where the head coach made those decisions. Nowadays, it's a collective in making a personnel position decision. So those things have changed nowadays.
Quickly, Coach, speak to Campanile because Liam Cohen's getting all the credit, as he should. I mean, he's done an incredible job. The Jaguar defense was horrible last year. I mean, they were really, really bad. Blown coverages. I mean, it was a bad product. A lot of new guys have come in, but there are a lot of guys that were here last year that are playing completely different football. Antonio Johnson, Monteric Brown. You go on down the line, Jarian Jones. And that is Campanile and the new defensive staff. He has done a fantastic job.
Well, the staff has done a great job. And when you hire a good coordinator and you hire good assistants underneath him, and I've worked with Ron Miles as the secondary coach and the volunteer coach that helps him, Bill Sheridan. We were together at the New York Giants. You have enough people around you that can solve problems. Get the right people, say the right thing, show the right tape, sell the message. Because as a coach, all you do is sell. Sell to the point where do they buy? They buy into it. And right now, this season, I mean, they have fallen all in faster than any time, probably any team ever, as a first-time head coach. You don't normally get this. It comes in stages. Maybe it's groups or this and that. But both sides of the ball have really bought into what they believe in. So, it's taken everything. Plus, you don't give, we give certain players credit, but we're not talking about, certain individuals out of every group that might be making the difference on everybody buying in, but, it's just the way it is. Yeah, you give, this guy credit and that guy credit, and maybe it's everybody, but it started from the organization top down. Liam, they met Liam, the coordinators, the assistant coaches, to the players, and the players to all the players, and they're all doing everything to live the life of a champion right now.
Let's go back to Mandarin. Let's get Dex in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Dex, what do you got?
Hey, 3 quick things for you real quick. Leon, congratulations for being 2-0 with the Duval. Love it. 2, Coach, I want to take this one off the air, but talk to me about Liam Cohen as Coach of the Year. And 3, Hack. Can they hear me right now in the bar? Fans. Can the Buffalo fans hear him?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got for them?
Just 2 quick words, man. Bring it. Y'all don't want this. Duval!
It is going to be quite the week with Buffalo and Jacksonville, and that's the way it's shaping up. Coach of the Year. I'll try not to be biased here. I cover the Jacksonville Jaguars every day. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Liam Cohen should be the NFL Coach of the Year. There is not a coach in this league that has done more with a team that was worse off last year than Liam Cohen has. Ben Johnson has a lot of talent in Chicago. Mike Vrabel has a lot of talent in New England, and Mike Vrabel's team, to their credit, they're about to be the 2 seed, but I would argue that they haven't had the toughest competition. Liam Cohen went into San Francisco and won. Liam Cohen went into Denver and won. Liam Cohen beat a division champion in Carolina, and Liam Cohen inherited a team that was 5-18 in the 23 games prior to his arrival, and in 1 year's time, that 5-18 team is now 13-4 and an AFC South champion. You cannot convince me, Leon, that there is a coach out there that has done a better job than Liam Cohen.
I agree with you, Hat. He has the better resume. But I almost hope he doesn't get it again. Just keep piling on, bro. The goal is Lombardi.
Agreed.
That's the goal. I would give up. Listen, I would give up my Pro Bowl, and I had to fight like a dog in the street to get it too. All right, if I was a Super Bowl champion, I would. The individual stuff didn't mean anything to me. In my career, in my 11-year career, I wanted to hoist the Lombardi. I didn't care about no individual accolades. I only made 1 Pro Bowl. Should have made at least 3 or 4. But I got satisfaction because the people that I went up against said, "Cersei, you were a dog."
Yeah,
that was enough for me. The goal is to hoist the Lombardi. I would give up Pro Bowl, for Lombardi all day.
You're right about that, though. It will feed the narrative of the lack of respect.
Yes, absolutely.
If Cohen doesn't win it, Coach.
See, I showed my grandson the Lombardi Trophy, and it has my name on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It has my name. And it has all the coaches and all the players. And they can never take that away from you. And whoever becomes the head coach of the year, it should be voted at the end of the year. There's some viable candidates right there. The two teams in my mind that have turned things around would be New England with the quarterback who's playing lights out. But our guy, I'm going to be a favorite because there were a lot of question marks on this quarterback before the season started. Heavy question marks on this quarterback. And whatever he's done from the time he got into this door, and that was his project, and so far he has succeeded that project and turning this quarterback into the guy we thought would be. And nationally right now, he's making believers. Liam is, their relationship and Trevor are making people believe that it may have finally arrived. But if we win it all, he definitely deserves it.
Let me get one more in on this side. Again, we're with you till 8 o'clock. If you're on the line, we will get to you. 904-641-1010. BK on the west side has been very patient. Let's get BK in here on 1010XL. BK, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, man? I just need my boy Parker Washington to get respect in the national media, bro. I like to call him Dose Uno because that dude is number one on either side. Go Jags. Duval.
BK, appreciate it. Parker Washington had back-to-back 100-yard games. He's been absolutely fantastic. Let me find out what he actually ended up with today. I know he obviously had the touchdown. So Parker, 5 for 87 and a touchdown. So you're talking 300-plus yards receiving in the last 3 games for Parker Washington. That is really good work. And by the way, you look at how Trevor distributed the ball today. Parker, 5 for 87. Brenton Strange, 6 for 52. BTJ, 3 for 49. Jacoby Myers, 5 for 44. And then Johnny Munt, De'Ami Brown, ETN, Quentin Morris, and Tim Patrick also all caught at least one pass today for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 different guys caught a pass today from Trevor Lawrence, and he threw for 271 yards. And the Jaguars obviously are now AFC South Division champions. 1 hour down, 1 hour to go. We're glad you're with us. The Window World of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings with the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy and the coach Gerald Ingram. I'm the hacker Ryan Green. We are live. Hurricane in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue. Delicious food, friendly wait staff, TVs everywhere. We're actually out on the back patio watching all the 4 o'clock games. We invite you to join us up here at Hurricane Grill and Wings. More of your phone calls. Steve, Marcus, Kenny, you'll be the first 3 up as we roll on till 8 o'clock, celebrating an AFC South championship with you right here on 1010XL.
What are the many ways to experience 1010XL?
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at 1010XL.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors,
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For honest, professional locksmith service, use Instant Keys.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. From now until May 28th, we're holding our big diamond sale, and now's the best time to buy a quality diamond of a carat or more. Here are a few reasons. First, there's severe upward pressure on rough diamonds, with 4 price increases already this year. Most of this has yet to hit the polished market, so they're diamonds for sale at the old prices. Next, our diamond cutters asked us to house their inventories of existing big diamonds so we could sell them here prior to them being offered to the jewelry trade in Las Vegas. This allows us the ability to sell from their vast stock at brokerage prices you have to see to believe. All of these diamonds are graded for cut, color, and clarity with independent laboratory grading reports. Now, along with this vast collection of big diamonds, we put all of our own meticulously selected loose diamonds and engagement-style rings on sale at prices from 3% to 25% off. We also take trade-ins, but remember, this sale ends May 28th at Underwood San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
He's a beast in the trenches and a baller off the field. Eric Armstead joins Helmets and Heels with Tom McManus, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl. Fridays at 3. Kept healthy by orthopedic specialists of Jacksonville on 1010XL.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is family owned and delivers fast, reliable service. Save thousands by restoring your cast iron pipes instead of replacing them. Visit SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com today.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trust. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Here's good advice from your friends here at 1010XL. I'm Frank Frangie. The next time you need to send a gift for a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or just for the fun of it, call the experts at Kuhn Flowers. For over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers does it right.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter, flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Play fake. Trevor Groff throws it out of the backfield. Caught by Quentin Morris. The tight end in the right flat. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And the Jags are pulling away here from the Tennessee Titans.
Frank Frangie on the call. Jaguars radio, 1 of 3. Trevor Lawrence touchdown passes. That one to tight end Quentin Morris in the Jaguars 41-7 demolishing today of the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville is your 2025 AFC South Division champion. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you a drive of the game. That drive of the game is brought to you by our friends at Randy Marion Cadillac. RJ, let's do it right now. The Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game.
Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
Leon Searcy, 9 plays, 86 yards, 5 minutes off the clock. Trevor Lawrence to Quentin Morris. And look, Quentin Morris is one of those guys, you could lump him in with Matt Dickerson, with Danny Strigow, with B.J. Green, with Dennis Gardeck, with Cole Van Lanen. I mean, you could rattle off 10 more guys. I don't think we were singing the praises or expecting a whole lot, quite frankly, out of a lot of these guys in July and August, but elevating the floor of the roster. That was one of James Gladstone's big messages this offseason. And goodness gracious, did he ever do that in a very quick amount of time?
He did. And for those guys to be getting reps in January, that means they trust him.
Oh,
they
yeah.
absolutely trust him. They trust their professionalism. They trust their maturity. They trust them not to make mistakes on the field. Because, I mean, this time right here in January, I mean, it's crucial. It's crucial to your playoff push. And the last thing you want is somebody in there making mistakes. So, kudos to the Jaguars for developing these guys and putting them in positions to where they can make plays.
Coach, what about that? What about so many guys that, quite frankly, were not relied on? The fan base, if you would have asked them about Quentin Morris and all these other guys in July and August, they might have said who? But the fact that they're making plays, they're playing a lot. Matt Dickerson, I talked to him on Hacker After Dark this week in the Jaguar locker room. It's a 30-year-old guy that was on the Jaguar practice squad, has worked and worked and worked, and he has supplanted Mason Smith. He's taken Mason Smith's job. I mean, that just goes to show you, man, this coaching staff will play the best players, and these guys are really performing.
Well, it's exactly what you just said. They came in this organization, and the difference in this organization where some of these players have been, they told them, if you come here, we're going to give everybody a shot to play. And they backed it up, and they proved it, and they said, hey, you never know when it's going to happen, but we're going to need to trust you that you are prepared for your opportunity. So just because you think you're a third-teamer or second-teamer or third-teamer, okay, your opportunity may be there if you're ready. Okay, if you're not ready, we're going to move on with you. And they brought players in here. They moved players out. So, they stood behind their word in that. So I think that's made a difference with the backup role players on this team, knowing that they've got as many chances or opportunities to become a good NFL contributor.
904-641-1010 is the phone number. Back to the phone lines in one moment. Guys, I'm fairly confident in saying we can start previewing Buffalo and Jacksonville here in the next 20 minutes or so. New England is going to beat Miami. Denver is up 13 on the Chargers with 9 minutes to go. It is almost a done deal that it will be Josh Allen and the Bills, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, wild card weekend in the NFL playoffs right here at Everbank Stadium in what I would imagine is going to be the marquee game of the weekend. I mean, you look at it, you're going to have Chargers-Patriots. All right. You're going to have the Texans at either the Ravens or the Steelers. And you got the Bills and the Jags, and that's the AFC side. The NFC still has a little bit more to figure out here in the next 30 minutes or so. But Leon, Bills, Jags, right now, that appears to be marquee next week.
Yeah, because look at the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why it should be, I would think it should be an 8 o'clock Saturday night game.
I would think Saturday night or, dare I say, maybe even Sunday night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about Josh Allen. perennial MVP player, against Trevor Lawrence, who's had the MVP season, I would say. I'm being biased. I got the Jaguars goggles on, but yeah, talk about the guy who's got 38 touchdowns collectively, over 4,000 yards passing, has led his team to a 13-4 record. That's pretty good. So yeah, with those two quarterbacks, the namesakes of these quarterbacks, both first-round picks, both are the face of the franchise. Yeah, you got to have them. They're not an undercard. They're the main event.
No,
they should be the main event.
They should be the main event. But I think in past years they've always, as far as the AFC, East goes, I think that's usually been a 1 o'clock game.
Mm-hmm.
But for viewership, you're exactly right. You would think that would be a later game and be a huge game with two quarterbacks that are throwing and can play on their feet and run with the ball as well. I would think it's going to be pretty exciting. And then, McDermott's defense and what he's done in the past, I've had to prepare against him. The difference in what Trevor has seen with McDermott's defense, he's going to try and disguise coverages. Everything's going to be a two-shell, and then he's going to drop late as much as he can and rock and roll and do those kind of things. Those things he tried to do to Eli in those kind of situations. But it still is what it is. I think we're a better team if we just handle our business, do what we have to do. They will commit to the run a little bit more than we do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, the Doug Peterson era of Jaguar football died on Monday night last year in Buffalo. What was that, 47-10? I mean, it was an embarrassment.
It was.
And what was even worse is Leon and I had to come in and do the fifth quarter that night. I don't know if you remember that, Leon, but it was terrible.
I tried to forget.
It was all 47-10. That was it. That was week 3 of 2024. And I would imagine that game will be brought up a lot, like I just brought it up. It's going to be a fascinating scenario when Buffalo and Jacksonville do get together, it appears, next week. Let's head to Melbourne. I assume this is Florida, not Australia, although we hope people in Australia are giving us a listen as well. I would assume Melbourne, Florida. Let's get our guy Steve in here on 1010XL. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, Tech, about 2.5 hours south.
Steve, how are you, buddy?
I love the game. I'm doing well. Hope y'all are doing well. Had a happy New Year's and everything. I love the game. I love what I saw out of Trevor Lawrence. They still tried to run the ball, which they did semi-effective. All the guys getting the catch today. I do have a concern on offense with Cole Van Lannon getting hurt. Defense did their thing. Antonio Johnson, Devin Lloyd, who we've all said, they might have been a little off. Now each one of them got 5 interceptions. Both have a pick 6. They're playing their butts off. And I had some fun with Houston today. PR put, we made a 51-yard kick. I just made a comment that says, oh, that's so adorable. You think that's far.
Yeah, well, when you got Cam Little, when you got the guy, and thank you, Steve, for the phone call, when you got the guy that now has the 2 longest kicks in the history of the National Football League, you have a right to do that as a fan, no question. Let's head to Riverside. Let's get Marcus in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL, live from Hurricanes in San Marco. Marcus, how you doing?
Hey, Hacker, I'm great. Just a quick question. What's the rules around us possibly wearing the Prowlers during the playoffs? Is that a thing that can happen? Do you know?
Marcus, appreciate it. I don't know that. I don't know. The NFL is sticklers about things like that. I would imagine that had to be worked out in advance. I would love it, but I don't know if you can wear the throwbacks in the playoffs or not. I don't care if they're wearing pink uniforms, though, next week. As long as they have more points on the scoreboard than Buffalo, that's all that matters to me. I mean, am I right, Coach?
No, it doesn't really matter what they wear.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the NFL is they're sticklers about how they set their conduct code. But like you say, it doesn't matter what they wear.
Let's go to the east side. Kenny up here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Kenny, what's happening?
Hey, good evening, Hack. Leon, Coach. I'm a little hoarse. I was at the game today.
Nice.
That last guy just stole my thunder, and that was one of my questions I was going to ask about the Prowler uniform. If we could wear that, we're undefeated this year in the Prowler.
They've been very, very good. I'll look into that, Kenny, but honestly, I don't know the answer to that.
And also, I think here in Jacksonville, I think we match up pretty in our house. We match up pretty well with Buffalo. Remember that one playoff game we played them a few years back? What was it, like 6-3 or 10? It was a really low-scoring game.
Yeah,
that
Ben
we had
Koyak
against,
with the game-winning
Buffalo.
touchdown in that game. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we match up with them pretty well down here at our crib. So I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna be a great game. There's gonna be all kinds of busted up tables outside the parking lot. We'll have to clean up afterwards. But I still think that it should be the marquee matchup. It should be a great night game, and I believe that we're gonna win it. We're gonna take it. We're going. And again, like I said, if we made it to the show, if we finally made it to the show this year, it would be great to wear the uniform that started everything for us. But who knows how it goes. Anyway,
Kenny, appreciate the phone call, man. I'll have to look that up because I don't know that. I don't know. I would tend to doubt it, to be honest with you. But again, I don't know. But the Jaguars have done very well in the throwbacks. Undefeated, right? All the division games in Kansas City on Monday night. And the Jaguars, by the way, capped off a really good regular season at home. 7-1 at home. The only home game they lost in Jacksonville, I guess London is considered home, but the only game they lost in Jacksonville was a hard-fought 20-12 to Seattle, who, by the way, is the number 1 seed in the NFC. Mm-hmm. So the Jaguars won 7 out of 8, Leon. So they have to have a lot of confidence playing in Everbank Stadium next week.
Yeah, I mean, in the playoffs, you definitely won a home game. That's why it was so important that they played their starters in this game. We had something to fight for, something to play for. And you want the home crowd, man. You want the home crowd to be able to experience the playoff push. And whatever you do after that, you win that game. Whatever you do after that, you gotta do. I mean, with the 3 seed, we win against Buffalo. Then that means we'll probably move on to maybe the New England or whatever it may be. But to get that first game at home, it feels good. Just the familiarity of being at home during the playoffs is something that you can get accustomed to.
So the Bills just won 35-8. I'm not sure if you guys saw that Buffalo fan that was pointing at us and saying, "You're next." Should I tell him that the Jaguars put 48 on the Jets? Does that matter at all? He's a 35. Well, the Jaguars put 48 on the Jets. Yeah. That's not exactly a great accomplishment.
I love when people get their feelings hurt.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you this, though, again, and we're up against it. Regina, the rest of you guys hang in there. You'll be up on the other side. I love the fact that the national narrative this week is going to be this is Josh Allen's time with no Mahomes and no Burrow and maybe no Lamar Jackson. We'll find out tonight. It's going to be this is Josh Allen's year, lowly Jacksonville. It will fit the narrative perfectly that Liam Cohen has built in that locker room. And it wouldn't even surprise me if Buffalo is a road favorite coming in here next week for Wild Card Weekend. Window World of Northeast Florida brings you the 5th quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. We are live. Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marco. 1615 Hendricks Avenue is our location, and we are with you until 8 o'clock this evening. Coming up next, we'll give you a play of the game, more analysis from Leon and Coach, and we will begin to start previewing Buffalo and Jacksonville on Wild Card Weekend next week. Glad you're with us as the 5th quarter rolls on. It's 1010XL, and it's 92.5 FM.
From Duval to the world.
All communication lines are clear.
Download the 1010XL apps for free on Apple and Android devices and listen wherever life takes you.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Want to be an MRN honorary pit reporter? Complete with tickets to the February 12th dual races at Daytona International Speedway and shadow MRN reporters as they do interviews along pit road at the pre-race stage. Text RACE to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010 for your chance to race to win at K1 Speed Racing Friday, January 9th. Best time wins. Thanks to K1 Speed and the Motor Racing Network.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
He flies under the radar.
You don't find this guy, he finds you.
Stealthy Hayes Carlyle.
Best thing I can do is point you in the direction of his competition.
Takes you behind enemy lines. Activated by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Slacker plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Huh? I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reese Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Hey, it's Angela and Brian Wall. How many companies do you know in this day and age that actually want their potential customers to call their competition and get quotes from them?
That's what WindoWorld wants you to do. WindoWorld knows there are other window companies out there, but we also know those other guys. When compared to WindoWorld, they can't offer you the quality at the price that WindoWorld can.
And with WindoWorld, you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement business.
If anything goes wrong with your new WindoWorld windows, 5 years from now, 10, 15, 50, WindoWorld and I will be there to fix it for you. You get peace of mind with WindoWorld, and to top it off, WindoWorld windows increase the value of your home. So look what you get with WindoWorld. Quality windows, low price, the best guarantee in the business, energy savings, and an increase in the value of your home. A win-win for you.
Call Window World today and get your free in-home estimate or see them online at windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World. Simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hey guys, if you messed up by getting her a robot vacuum cleaner for Christmas, Beard's Diamonds can get you out of the doghouse. Now through New Year's weekend, you can still get that stunning piece of jewelry and save up to 44%. Everything's included: rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, all the gifts women love every day of the year. But hurry, this amazingly popular offer ends January 3rd at 5 p.m. and will not be extended. And if you're planning that New Year's weekend proposal, we've got you covered with a great selection of ready-to-wear diamond rings starting as low as $795. It's been a fantastic year at Beard's, and we're so grateful for your business and your trust. In a sea of mega corporate chain jewelers, we're honored to be the only one that's locally owned in the town center. We are proud to be a part of this amazing community, and you can count on us again in 2026 to deliver the highest quality jewelry at the guaranteed best value, with the service and attention you can only get from an independent jeweler that's been around nearly 45 years. Happy New Year from Beard's Diamonds.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. The window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Allen drops the throw. Checks it down. Almost picked off. It is intercepted. The Jags running it back. There's Antonio Johnson, 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Antonio Johnson with a pick six. The Jags have extended the lead. How good is that?
Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars radio. Antonio Johnson, his 5th interception of the year. This one a pick 6 in the Jaguars' 41-7 win today over the Tennessee Titans. Every week here on the 5th quarter, we do give you a play of the game. The play of the game is brought to you by our friends with Performance Painting. RJ, let's do it right now. The Performance Painting play of the game.
Now the Performance Painting High Performance play of the game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Leon, needless to say, it was the highlight play amidst everything Trevor Lawrence did and Cam Little's 67-yarder. There were numerous highlight plays, but Antonio Johnson, another turnover that this defense has forced. This one goes back to the house, a pick 6. And honestly, at that point, it became 21-7. The game was basically over at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the thing that I love about this team is that they don't sit around and wait for somebody else to make a play. Everybody's playmakers on this team, on the offensive side and the defensive side. And the throw was terrible. It was an awful throw.
It was a bad throw.
It was a terrible throw, but that's not our fault. It's not our fault they suck, okay? We just took advantage of it.
They suck.
Yeah, exactly. We just took advantage of it. But you know what I can appreciate about that pick 6? The caravan that he got to the end zone. Yeah. It was some guys making some blocks now. There was some decleaters going on when he was pulling around that right side of that corner. I love that kind of stuff.
So let me give you guys, we're going to go back to the phone lines in a moment. Let me give you guys the playoff matchups as we sit right now. Basically, all the hay is in the barn. It's basically done with the exception of the AFC North. That will be decided on Sunday Night Football. Your playoff matchups on Wild Card Weekend in the AFC. As it stands right now, assuming Denver doesn't have the biggest collapse in NFL history, up 16 with a minute to go, I would highly doubt that's going to happen. Denver will be the 1 seed. They will have the bye. The Los Angeles Chargers are the 7. They will go to New England, the 2. So Chargers at Patriots next week. Buffalo, the 6, will come here to play Jacksonville, the 3. So Bills at Jaguars. The Texans will go to whoever wins tonight. They will either travel to Baltimore or to Pittsburgh. Those are your AFC matchups. There has been some change in the NFC. Chicago lost today, which was a bad loss for them. So that means Green Bay as a 7 will now look like they'll go to Philadelphia, the 2. Is that right? I gotta look at that. Philadelphia, I'd have to look and see. All right, I know this. I know San Francisco right now, as it stands right now, would be at Chicago. The Rams are going to go to Carolina. Carolina got in on one of the weirdest things you'll ever see. Carolina lost to Tampa Bay yesterday, but the Saints-Falcons game, 2 teams not going to the playoffs, determined the NFC South champion. So, Coach, because the Falcons won, Carolina gets in, sends Tampa Bay home. I mean, the Rams are going to destroy Carolina, right? Even though Carolina's the home team next week?
I mean, you would like to think so, but they found a way to get in the dance. You know, I think it was a head-to-head situation in that, and wishing the best of luck because we would not have thought after that first game and how their season ended a year ago.
Chicago beat Philadelphia head-to-head. Philadelphia is about to lose to the Commanders for some reason. Why they're about to lose to the Commanders, I don't know, but Philadelphia is going to lose the 2 seed. Philadelphia is going to be relegated to the 3, which means the 49ers look like they're going to go to Philly, and the Packers are going to go to Chicago. What a terrible loss for Philadelphia.
Did they sit their starters?
You could. I guess they did.
Oh, okay.
You could have had the Packers at home. Instead, it looks like you're going to lose now and have the 49ers at home. What a much tougher matchup for Philadelphia.
Well, they may have some injury issues and trying to get healthy or just wanting to make sure they can stay healthy. But something's up there because Philly is, they're not the same team as they were a year ago right now. They struggled. They haven't been able to be consistent running the ball with Saquon. The quarterback has been, there's a lot of doubt there with Philly. Yeah, they're still a good team. They can become hot if they do, but nobody knows if they will.
Yeah.
The 2 hottest teams in the NFC is what, the Rams and Seattle?
Definitely Seattle. Yeah, probably the Rams. Yeah, because the Bears lost today, so absolutely. Seattle. It's going to be hard for anybody to go into Seattle and win.
I mean, I'd expected more than 3 points last night out of 49ers.
Well, maybe the Eagles saw the game Saturday against Seattle and the 49ers and said the 49ers coming here may not be as bad as we think because
Maybe.
they got slaughtered by the Seahawks in that game.
Yeah,
And they have injuries, but still, they've been fighting through that all season long.
True, they have.
That will be a tough trip for San Francisco. It is across the country to play Philadelphia. We'll go over all the playoff matchups here. Actually, Adam Schefter literally just tweeted it out moments ago. Packers at Bears, 49ers at Eagles, Rams at Panthers. NFC playoff is done. Green Bay at Chicago next week. My goodness, the rivalry aspect of the Packers and the Bears on Wild Card Weekend. 49ers, Eagles, Rams at Panthers. Back to the phone lines we go. Jaguars, AFC South champions. We are live. Hurricane Grill and Wings in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue is our location here on the fifth quarter. Let's go to Nassau County. Let's get C in here on 1010XL. C, what do you got?
3, 2, 1.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Hey, what up, Packer? What's up, Big Thursday? You know what? We're just fighting. We're fighting on this one tonight, boys. We're going to enjoy it because guess what? It's been a long time since we've been able to enjoy a victory like this on an AFC championship win in the South. We're going to enjoy it tonight. We're going to eat on these W's, and we're going to go into the night with you, my mind.
C, appreciate the phone call. C's fired up. He's got the friends or family there, and that's good. Jaguar fans deserve to celebrate this. An AFC South champion, only the 5th division title in the 31-year history of the Jaguar franchise. Only the 3rd division title since 1999, since you played. 2017, 2022, 2025. Coach is shaking his head. That's hard to believe, right?
Well, that's why the fans are so excited to be right now. This is our moment. You know, let's ride this moment. It's been a while.
Let's head to Mandarin. Let's get Regina in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Regina, how you doing?
Great. I love your comments. Leon, you just made me laugh when you said it's not our fault they suck. I love the game. What I didn't like is the 3-and-out by the offense. And don't you know that the national narrative is going to be we put up so many points because we were playing a backup quarterback. Not that Trevor's passing rating was through the roof. Not that Cam Little could kick a 67-yard field goal. Not that there was another pick six by the defense. So I don't expect anything less than being the underdog next week. Kill the Bills. Go Jags.
Regina, appreciate it. Regina's fired up, all right?
Yes, she is.
Despite 13-4, despite 41-7, Regina's mad, and I'm happy about that. The fan base needs to be mad because the narrative all week will be Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that, Buffalo's time. And, again, I hope that Vegas makes the Bills a favorite coming in here on Wild Card Weekend.
Just feed fuel to the flame. That's all.
Yeah.
Just feed it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because, I mean, they've had to deal with Mahomes at this time of year all the time. So they're going to, just like she said, they're going to put us as an underdog because Mahomes is not in it. It's not Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City in the wire, down to the wire. And now it's the new kid on the block, which, we're all looking for. And we're one of the new kids. So they got a lot to prove, and we got more to prove.
Let's head to the north side. Let's get Don in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Don, what's happening?
Hey, how we doing, family? On the 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Don,
Yes,
what's
sir.
on your mind, bud?
First and foremost, I wanted to give a shout-out to the lady of the hour, my baby girl, Journey. She's turning 10 tomorrow, so happy birthday to my baby. Second of all, Big Thirst, hey, man, we got to get JJ right. How about them Hurricanes, man? We going all the way with that, too, so let's get that right, too. Third, man, I'm ready. Let's go, Jaguars. They've been sitting around talking small market team and everything else with all that. We ready for whatever they got coming with it. Hey, happy holidays to y'all family. Happy New Year's, man. Let's go Jacksonville one more time.
Don, appreciate it. There's a lot of happy people in this city, Leon.
Rightfully so. Long time coming. More than deserved.
No doubt. There's a lot of happy people outside. We've already talked to somebody in Buffalo, somebody in the state of Alabama. Let's go up to Connecticut. Travis up in Connecticut with us here on 1010XL. Travis, what's happening?
Duval.
Hey, listen, man, we got us a quarterback. The prince that was promised is here.
He's played unbelievably well. There's no doubt.
Two division championships in 5 years. It's been rough in between, but I think the swag is there, the confidence is there. We're gonna be a tough team to beat because we're a complete team. So, hey, man, Duval till we die, baby. Let's go.
Travis, appreciate it. Coach, the week of build-up for this Buffalo Jaguar wildcard weekend game, I mean, the Jaguars just won the AFC South Championship 3 hours ago. I cannot wait for this Buffalo game. I mean, the week on 1010XL alone is going to be amazing. Yeah. And then when you get to the game, we'll find out later on the night if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. I mean, what an environment, what a build-up, what an opportunity the Jaguars will have in their own stadium to take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills next weekend.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this. Like you said, to be able to play home, represent our team, represent ourselves, represent our families. You know, we're in the dance, and we want to go out the right way. And I keep saying, why not us? And it's our time. So let's play in the moment.
Not only are the fans fired up, former players like Leon are fired up, and we got a former Jaguar that's calling into the fifth quarter right now. How about Josh Scobie with us here on 1010XL? Scobie, how you doing, bud?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Josh.
How are you, pal?
What up?
Oh, went to the game, can't be more fired up. Just took a nap because I used up all my energy at the game. So very, very excited. That was fun to watch, and I almost predicted that score, which I'll give myself a little credit. But I just want to say that I'm getting really tired of Cam Little because
I thought you've been coaching him up.
No, I haven't given him one pointer at all, other than on the golf course.
Oh, okay.
But this dude is making my generation of kickers look really, really weak.
Josh, it's incredible what he's doing, right? I mean, he's got the 2 longest kicks in the history of the NFL. He made the 70-yarder in training camp. I mean, this is crazy, right?
It's absolutely crazy, and it doesn't, make him look any worse because, the new ball that they're using, being able to break it in and all that crap. But he's really, really good and has an absolute cannon for a leg, and I hope he breaks every single record that I have, Mike Hollis had, whoever has any type of record, because that means the team is doing really well, and I'm pumped for him.
Well, Josh, appreciate you calling in, man. I know former players like Leon, yourself, former coaches like Coach Ingram here, everybody's fired up. And give the fans a message. Obviously, Buffalo's coming in next week. We know that means, Bills Mafia. It is what it is. What an environment that should be at Everbank Stadium, though, next weekend.
Yeah, I've been telling people all year, the Jags are a good team. They're very good. And if they get the quarterback playing well, if Trevor's doing his thing, then they're going to beat the crap out of people. And that's what they've been doing the last 6 weeks, other than one game. And, Trevor's 19 touchdowns, 1 pick, 2 picks the last 6 games. That's beating the crap out of people, and just in time for the playoffs.
Josh, appreciate you calling, man. Thank you as always.
All right, y'all be good.
Well, heck, if you're a former player, you want this team to have success, because the Jaguars of Christmas past are going to go away if this team wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
You've said for a while, I'll give you credit. You don't want to be the best right tackle in franchise history anymore.
For what?
Yeah.
I had my time. I want this franchise to win a Super Bowl, bro. As a former player, I want them to hoist the Lombardi. Like Josh Scobie was saying, Cam Little's coming in. Listen, Josh Scobie has got to be he's got to be prideful in the fact that, Cam Little is a Jaguar, and he's kicking the hell out of the football.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as a former Jaguar player, I want this team to go to a Super Bowl and win it, so the names can disappear.
Let's get one more phone call in tonight. Scotty in Jacksonville Beach. has been on hold for a while. Scotty, you're in just under the wire. You're the last call tonight. What's on your mind, pal?
Hey, appreciate you guys. Man, what a win. I don't care who we face in the playoffs. I know it's probably going to be Buffalo, but we have the best Pro Bowler in the league. God forbid the NFL credits us, our team, with anything other than our long snapper. I mean, geez, this whole team has been great. Anyways, my real question is, a longtime listener, I told my girlfriend I proposed if the Jags go to the Super Bowl. Can I get a discount at Underwood, do you think? I'll take my comments off the air.
I appreciate it. That would be a good problem for all of us to have. If Scotty has to propose because the Jaguars won the Super Bowl, I think that's something we would all take for Scotty to do, no question about it. All right, we'll come back. We'll wrap it up. Final segment. We got about 15 minutes to go. It is going to be Buffalo. It is official. Buffalo is coming to Jacksonville next week on Wild Card Weekend. You got the Chargers going to the Patriots. The Texans will go to the winner of the Ravens-Steelers game, which kicks off here in about 30 minutes. And the Bills are coming to Duval, to Everbank Stadium. We will find out what day and what time later on this evening. We'll start talking about the Bills and the Jags as the fifth quarter rolls on. Live from Hurricanes in San Marco, 1615 Hendricks Avenue. We're glad you're with us, celebrating an AFC South championship.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, adorable mascot for Checkmate Coatings.
If you're thinking of refinishing your garage floor, there's two things you need to know about us. My family has been in the concrete coatings industry for more than 40 years.
And I was drawn 6 months ago by an artist in New Jersey.
Why is that even relevant?
Well, you said 40 years experience, so I had to give them something.
Over the years, we've worked closely with major manufacturers to develop a multi-layer application process that creates beautiful, durable, and long-lasting floors.
So even decades from now, your garage floor will look as gorgeous as it did the day it was installed.
Experience?
Check. Durable?
Check. Decades of experience making garage floors gorgeous? Checkmate. Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Shotgun for Trevor, dropping. Trevor looks, fires toward the goal line. Touchdown! Brenton Strange. This was a Brenton Strange drive, and he capped it with a 7-yard touchdown. How good is that?
Frank Frangie, Jaguars Radio, one of 3 Trevor Lawrence touchdown passes in the 41-7 win today. The Jaguars over the Tennessee Titans, and the Jaguars are the 2025 AFC South Division champions. Every week on the 5th quarter, we do give you an injury update. That injury update is brought to you by our friends at Farah and Farah. Let's do it right now. The Farah and Farah injury update.
The personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah present this injury update. Farah and Farah,
Jacksonville,
exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some sighs of relief today. Brian Thomas left, was checked for concussion in the protocol, was cleared to come back. Brenton Strange left the game for a period of time. He also came back. Greg Newsome appeared to have what was a shoulder stinger. He came back, and Parker Washington was on the ground. It looked bad at first. Ultimately, he came back. The one issue was at the tail end of the game, Cole Van Lanen left the game, walked somewhat on his own power, did not go into the blue tent, was talking to the media after the game. He's going to be the big one. And Patrick McCarry, you got to talk about him as well. Will he be back for a wild card weekend? But I thought, Leon, that there were some bullets dodged, because if Thomas, Strange, or Washington would have left this game and not come back, there would be real concern there.
Yeah, it would have been devastating, quite frank, for what we need moving forward in the playoffs. But hey, listen, if you're a player right now, bro, you ain't trying to miss no game. I mean, it's a difference between you being hurt and injured.
So you're saying if Cole Van Lanen can go at any cost, he's going to go.
Bro, why would you can't miss a playoff game when you put all the energy into getting this far. Mm-hmm. If you can find a way to get yourself, he's going to find a way to get on the field. I just feel he's going to find a way to get on the field because he knows that him at left tackle helps this team.
Coach, 13-4, 8 wins in a row, AFC South Division champions. We got about 60 seconds before I want to dive into Buffalo, but just summarize what the Jaguars accomplished this year?
Oh, I think the development of the quarterback has been the most important thing that they could do. But being able to bring this team together faster than anybody else ever thought they could is probably the best thing that's ever happened to Jacksonville right now.
All right, let's start looking ahead. The wild card weekend is all but set. The only thing left to determine is tonight, the 4 seed in the AFC. That will be determined between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. The game kicks off in 30 minutes. The winner is the AFC North champion. The loser's season is over. In the National Football Conference, this is how it looks. The Seattle Seahawks, because of last night's win against San Francisco, are your 1 seed. They will have a bye next week. The Green Bay Packers will travel to Chicago to take on the Bears in the 7-2. San Francisco will head to Philadelphia. 49ers at Eagles, 6-3. And the LA Rams will travel to Carolina. The 8-9 Panthers will host the 12-5 Rams on Wild Card Weekend. Rams at Panthers. In the AFC, Denver is your 1 seed. They get the bye. Chargers are the 7. They will go to New England. The Bills come here. The 6-3. And again, Houston gets the winner either at Baltimore or at Pittsburgh next week. Leon, let's begin with you. Buffalo comes to Jacksonville. That means Josh Allen. That means Bills Mafia and all that comes with it. Early thought from you on Bills, Jaguars in the playoffs next week at Everbank Stadium.
Well, I mean, Josh Allen, he's the MVP of the league from last year. He can beat you with his leg, beat you with his arms. He can beat you in between his ears as far as mentally goes. They got a decent offensive line. They got a running back in Cook who can run the ball effectively between the tackles. Defensive front, they give up a lot of yards rushing.
They are not good against the run.
They give up a lot of yards. This might be our opportunity to crank up the running game going up against this defense. They got some solid guys that can get the passer pretty good. But I think we match up well with them. Absolutely, especially at home. Now, I would be a little bit more concerned if we had to go up there.
Yeah.
In that cold weather. But it's been done before. I think a team from here did it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
But no, I like our chances. I know the national media is going to give Buffalo the slight edge. Everybody is going to be smooching Josh Allen because Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow's out there. This is his greatest opportunity to win the Super Bowl. Not today. Not this week. I mean, he might have to wait. He coming to Duval. He going to get belt. Like what Michael Irvin do? Belt to ass.
There you go.
And I just love that the narrative will be Bills, Bills, Bills in the national perception of this game. Coach, you said you competed against Sean McDermott. You know Sean McDermott, the head coach of Buffalo. There is pressure on him to win in the playoffs because obviously they have been in the playoffs a lot without getting the ultimate goal of a Super Bowl championship.
Well, I think Josh is afraid of how potent our offense is right now and how Trevor's playing. I'll take our receiver core against his receiver core
no doubt.
right now.
No doubt.
So how they're going to play on defense and the balance that, they're going to have to stop our run game. And if we can run the ball, we become more effective throwing the ball as well. And I think Liam will do an effective job in preparation for this game.
1 minute left. You have a different perspective than a lot of people. You're currently sitting next to me here at Hurricanes in San Marco with not 1 but 2 Super Bowl rings on your fingers from your time as a running back coach with the New York Giants. You know what it takes to win in the postseason from a coaching perspective. How different a world will it be for Liam Cohen and a majority of this staff, including the coordinators, now that it is the playoffs, win or go home?
Well, it reminds me so much of 07. Our 07 Super Bowl that we won against New England, and they were the favorite, and everybody was picking them. They were picking themselves, and we rallied as a team. And I think this team has done as great a job as they could each week to rally around each other for the right cause, for the right reason. And if they can stay focused on what Liam has said and do things right and put themselves in position, and it's going to be a dogfight down to the wire. But they've been tested every week. And that's what reminds me about our team in 07. If this is the opportunity for them, this is the window for Jacksonville show themselves. It changes everything when you win. And Tom Coughlin, I, and anybody else, and Leon, the guys that were with us, we hoped that we were in that position to win. We were probably the best team in the NFL, and we hope this team takes advantage of it, and it will change things nationally for Jacksonville.
Leon, take us out. Your thoughts on the Bills next week and your thoughts on what's going to be a great week of build-up here in Northeast Florida.
Yeah, listen, we just need to take care of our business. Like Coach said, I think Liam Combs is going to have a game plan against them offensively. I think we're going to run the ball effectively. We want our short game. Has been essentially our run game. But I think he's going to put it in the offensive line's hands to run the ball against the defense that struggle stopping the run. I think we're going to go up and down the field on them. I think we're going to be doing what we've been doing best, is, being efficient, no turnovers, no penalties. And defensively, I think we're going to stop the run and force, Josh Allen into to be one-dimensional. And like Coach said, I'll take our receiving core over there any day, absolutely any day. And I think I believe the Jaguars are going to win. I think they're going to win convincingly.
I hope. The day started with you giving a Duval at Everbank Stadium.
Yes.
Give us one more here at Hurricanes.
All right, no problem. I'm going to tell you what went into it. I had to do some crunches. I usually work on the diaphragm a little bit like that. I had to let the vocal cords rest. But I'll give you one right now. Duval.
That is the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy. The coach, Gerald Ingram. Aaron Williams was our on-site engineer. R.J. Saunders was our producer. This has been the Window World of Northeast Florida. Fifth quarter, we have been presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings, the AFC South champion, Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you to Hurricanes in San Marco. Jeff Prosser will be in studio at 6 a.m. We'll kick off 16 hours of local programming right here on the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars on a Victory Monday on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. And I will talk to you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Hacker After Dark. Until then, good night and congratulations to you, the Jaguar fans, AFC South Division champions.
Been in a car crash?